what's going on, everybody? Listen, I wanted to drop this in real quick as I'm sharing, the different balances in the stories and narratives here in where I am in Ghana right now. And the clip I'm about to show you is of a gentleman who approached me, in essence, begging for money. And I had to have a conversation with him about why I was not going to give him money, and my reasoning for doing that. But the reason why I believe this is important is because I've heard it several times from different people about how they feel as though they're only worth money, meaning coming from the U.S. or coming from the U.K. or coming from a Western country, this perception of everybody having money. And then when they arrive here, they're treated as such, pretty much you're just good for money. I'm trying to sell you something. I'm trying to, beg for something. And one of the things I'd explained to them, I said the dynamic is that people are just trying to survive. And they may not know our story. They may not know that, we're coming back here looking for connecting with our roots and all that. And what colonization, the terrorism of colonization has done, it has really destroyed much of the indigenous culture that was already here. But then on top of that, there is a level that's a part of the indigenous culture that is not necessarily the most healthy either. So you kind of have, two forces working. And if you don't understand the dynamics working in both of those forces, your expectations are set up for disappointments on certain levels. Now, once you understand it, then you know how to navigate it, and then you can approach it a little bit differently with a balance and without holding the people responsible for the broader systems that created some of the circumstances that you see. And so that's the reason why I'm able to celebrate the people. I might not celebrate any of the government systems at all, but I'll always celebrate the people because I understand that the people are the ones, in many cases, that are the, and I don't like to use the word victim because then it can fuel a victim's mindset, but lack of better words, victims of these broader systems that create some of these circumstances. So, I explained that to them, and they understood. And the other thing that I explained to people is that, neither side in this coin, the African diaspora nor Africa, owes one side or the other. So in other words, when I come here, I don't owe anybody anything. I'm not coming here as oh goodness, I feel bad. I owe you something, and take all my money. So that doesn't even cross my mind. I'm not coming here on pity missions or anything like that, feeling sorry for anybody. That's not the mindset I come with. I come to learn, I come to explore, I come to see, and then if there's a place where I can fit in and offer assistance, then that's what I do. Flip side, those who are here on the continent of Africa don't owe the African diaspora anything, meaning the people don't. Some of these governments most certainly do. And they owe their own people, so they just don't owe those who dispersed as a result of the Arab and trans-Saharan and European slave trades, but they also owe their own people that have been here all along, because just like the robbery took place with the transatlantic slave trade and the Arab slave trades, it's also taking place right here in these different countries where the people have been exploited, taken advantage of, and used up the same way. So these broader systems, yes, they do owe, for lack of better words, they do owe reparations to the people, to their own people, because of some of the corrupt presidents that were put in place by the corrupt colonizing entities like the French and the British and the Dutch and the Portuguese. And those puppet politicians have been put in place, and then anytime somebody stands up, they get killed. That's why you see all these assassinations happening, mystery deaths happening. And like down in Haiti, I said, let me tell you something. Everybody's talking about the people that did it. I said, go check the French. Check the French. Go look at them. Whenever you see it happening, and typically it happens in Francophone countries where they start popping off these presidents. President of Tanzania mysteriously dies. Now, it's not a Francophone country, but mysteriously dies. So, because he was resisting some of the pressures of the global pressures as it pertained to COVID-19. So when you start looking at all these dynamics, you say, there's definitely more to the story, and that's why I focus on a ground level and working with the people, because I understand that it's bigger than that. So this conversation I have with this brother is a conversation I believe we need, as men, we need to have. As men, I mean, that's the bottom line. It was man to man. And I'll tell it there. I say it the same way to any man in America and young boys. You know, there's a certain way that if we're going to be, you know, having families and children and all this other kind of stuff, there's a way to have this conversation. But then not only just having a conversation, being willing to offer some assistance at that point. So take a look at the conversation, and it is what it is. So anyway, let's take a look.
From Monrovia, Liberia.
Oh, you from Monrovia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from Lima Country. I'm a Gio.
You're a Creole?
Gio.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We are from Lima Country.
From where?
Lima Country.
Lima Country.
Yes.
Oh,
It's Liberia.
Yeah, Liberia. Okay.
So myself, I stay for the camp. Which is one camp after Kasua. But I came for here to give for some little job, but it never materialized. They said, next week, we're going to take somebody. So now they can't take me. So I'm going back to the camp.
Okay.
But when I get to the camp, it's about 2 hours. So as soon as we get some new transport, so I can take the bus to go back to the camp.
Okay.
Grab them now. So I'm walking to the American house. In the American house, I'll take a car. We go straight to the camp.
Oh, okay.
So they'll come to me to start some little money.
Okay, this is what I told someone I talked to Liberia yesterday. Some from Liberia. Yeah.
Where?
And Osu.
Okay. Yeah.
And I talked to someone, and I told him that I don't that if he was like going to like get money to go start a business or something like that, or then I might be able to help him. But I said that I don't give money when people beg for money.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's not good. Because the women they go out and they put things on their heads and they sell plantain chips. Yes. Yeah. And so as a man,
I was working with the security people. I was guarding their house at Abraka.
Yeah.
So when I was working there, the people leave the place.
Yeah.
So they go to a different place.
I understand.
The place they go now, they say they no more security, they get security there.
Yeah.
So myself, I want to find a different job.
Yeah.
I want me to come to East Legon here, so I can get some different job.
Yeah.
So I read my application up, but they say they can't take me now until.
I understand.
So my private now just to get to the care, if I get there, at least I will find my own way to get food, everything.
Yeah.
I got my chili picking, but they still with me there, so I take care of them.
Yeah.
Well, John Sport.
Yeah.
But to ask to beg is not good.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. And I don't. And the reason why I don't, I used to, but I don't anymore, because I see the women out here working. I see the women. The women everywhere I go. I see men. I see men working too. I see men working. Right, but I see women. I see the women figuring it out. They do what they need to do. They get their chips, and they don't ask. They say, "Hey, here's my water." They take care of the children. They do everything they need to do. So for me, no, I just can't. I can't do it. Now, if you were selling some nose masks or you're doing something else, if you go find something you can buy and sell, then I will give you money to do that. If you can go get someone to give you something to buy and sell.
Yes.
But I cannot give you money just for the sake of giving you money because you have a story. Because everybody has a story. I have a story. And so I don't say this with disrespect at all. I just say this because we have to do better. And I want to be a part of the solution. And so, I'm a citizen of Sierra Leone. That's right. That's
Liberia.
No, I'm saying I'm a citizen of Sierra Leone.
Oh, Sierra Leone from Africa.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So
I got some two Sierra Leone.
Oh, yeah. I'm also United States.
Okay.
So I both.
Oh, yeah, both. Yeah.
Yeah, both. So yeah.
I have a 2 freedom course and 7.
Yeah. What's your name?
Edwin.
All right. So I wish you the best, Edwin. Yeah. But here's what I'm saying.
If you look at me, I don't stay for here.
If the women can do it.
Yes.
If the women can do it.
Yes.
Then you can do it.
Yes. Women can do it.
And that's how just like they figure it out.
Beans. That's what I want to do. I want to start to sell beans.
Yeah, they figure it out.
Yeah,
so if you can get somebody right now to get you some beans or something to sell.
I want to get the work that the city will pay me. I leave. I work for 2 months. I will keep the money.
Yeah.
Then I go and buy my beans.
I understand.
I will sell the beans. Because what I was doing first, I will make the beans. Then in the morning I prepare the beans.
I understand. So if you can go get somebody to get you some beans or something, if you do that, then I'll give you money for that. But I can't. Because
I want to do some work. so I can get the money to
Yeah.
start my business.
I understand. Yeah. So all right. Well, I wish you the best. If you can get somebody to get you some beans or something to sell, I'll give you and bring them here before I leave. I'll definitely buy it for you and give it to you. But as far as just giving you the money, I can't do that because I'll be giving everywhere I go. Somebody will be asking me for money. So go find somebody that you can buy something from that you can sell, and I will do that for you. So, okay. All right. Thank you.
I'll go to the camp. I'll try to get the business.
Okay.
And maybe I'll come find you.
Yeah. I'll be here for another 5 minutes or so. So if you can find somebody that can sell you something that you can go sell and make some money, I will buy that for you.
Okay.
But I will not just give you money for the sake of it. I just won't, because everybody asks me for money.
Okay.
They hear my accent, they look at me, they can tell I'm not from here, and they say, "Oh, he's a person I can ask." And so I understand that, and that's exploiting me. That's not fair to me. So if we want to balance it out, I'm willing to help you, but you get something to sell. Another man I talked to from Liberia had the same story. I said, if you get something for me to sell, I bought him some nose masks so he could go buy it. And he went, and I don't know what he did after that, but I'm willing to help. But I can't do it as far as just giving money.
You see, the cat I want to sell.
Okay, go get it. Go hurry. You wasted time. Yeah.
The cat, what you can put in the telephone when you want to call.
Oh, the SIM card.
MTN
The SIM card. The SIM
Yeah,
card.
SIM
Okay.
card. Yeah, I want to sell.
Well, go because I'm getting ready to leave. Go talk to someone and see if there's something you can buy that you can sell. I'll buy it for you.
Okay, that can go talk to the guy.
Hurry up. All right, say it again.
I said she will sell for 2 cities. Then she get 5 cities, so I can buy 2 cities.
2 CDs.
Yeah, now
You're gonna buy something?
Yeah, now go buy it. Now go sell it for 2 cities, 50%.
Okay, well come on, let's get it. Let me talk to her and see what is happening. Make sure we.
I care for the car, then sell it fast. Because there I'm going to hand it first.
Okay. What? Who's that?
The woman there, they said the telephone card. If I buy the card down, then I care for the car. That goes, I put 50% interest.
50% interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I can sell for 5, then I can get.
Oh, watch out! You got a car behind you. See, this what ends up happening is people become resourceful when you put a standard on it. People figure it out. Now it could be a straight up hustle right now, but we're gonna find out. All right. So how many did you get?
I get 10.
You got 10. So we got 10 10 of the. So how much are you gonna make on that?
This one, if I get it 10 cities, I will make. This one will make 5 cities profit.
Okay, so you make 50% profit.
Yeah. So if I get a 5 cities, I can get 10 cities profit.
So 10 CDs profit.
Yeah.
So I didn't give you money. I gave you opportunity.
Yeah. So like day 29, if I go and sell it, I'll get 5 cities profit.
Right. So you're gonna make 5 CDs profit. So then what are you gonna do after you get that 5 CDs?
I'll buy a new one.
You're gonna buy a new one.
Yeah.
And you're gonna come back.
Yeah.
And you're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. I'll keep doing it. I'll be keeping the 5 cities.
Right. And you keep doing that.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna build it up.
Yeah. Build it up.
And you're not gonna beg.
No.
Is it no more begging?
Yeah. No begging. So
because you have this right here. And that's gonna give you an opportunity.
Yes, it's an opportunity. So the one I want to get the 5 cities.
Right. Okay.
Then I'll buy this one.
Right.
If I sell this one,
right.
Then I'll buy a new one.
Right.
Then I'll go and keep the other one.
All right.
Then I'll buy a new one. Then the 5 cities I'll keep it. I'll keep it 20. Then I'll buy.
Right.
Then I'll buy 20.
And you keep going.
Yeah. Then I'll buy 20 now. That's how I keep going.
Right. So next time I see you, you're not gonna be begging.
No way.
No begging. So what he ended up doing was buying the phone recharge things, where you add more time to for data to your phone. And so he did that, and he has a basic plan to get started. He's been told He already knew. I didn't have to tell him. He already knew begging wasn't cool, so he already knew before. As soon as I said it, it's like he instantly got it, and ran with it. But when I see these sisters out here with 2 babies strapped around their waist and, 20 pounds worth of merchandise on top of their head, and they're somehow out here able to sell and provide, and whether it's an indentured position or whatever, it's something that they're doing to be able to be active. And so the man can do the same thing. So I'm not going to cut men slack just because, and just like I said, everybody has a story, and some people think, they see me now, but they don't know the story. They don't know the journey. They don't know the things that I've seen. They don't know how low can you go. I've been so low that a homeless man said, he gave me his honey bun out of his jacket. He said, you look like you need this more than I do. So I know what it's like to be low, and I know what it's like to need somebody to tell me the truth. And I know what it's like to need somebody to come up and say, hey, listen, let me offer you a solution, but I'm not going to give it to you just so you can do it. But then on the flip side, I've had people give it because they saw me working hard. So, each case is a case-by-case situation. But I implore everyone, once again, don't allow the aggressive sales and the panhandling to turn you off, because people are just trying to survive. People are trying to make it. And sometimes they, again, they see us, they think, if they watch TV, they think we're all rich, those of us in the West. They don't know. Just like they tell us everybody here is poor and sick and dying and sleazy and scheming and all of that. When you get here, you find out that's not the case. And so we got to get our head off these tubes, off these satellite dishes, and get among the people, and then you get a chance to see for yourself. You'll see some of that. You'll see some of it. But then on the flip side, you'll see a different culture. You see different layers of the culture, different classes, different conversations, different cultures, and all of that. And when you get among the people, then you give your own mind an opportunity to process it for yourself. So anyway, that's the deal. If you want to connect with us and you want to visit one of these amazing countries on the continent of Africa that we service, please visit MaximumImpactTravel.com for upcoming dates. You can shoot us an email if you have particular dates that you're interested in. And I encourage you to make sure that you visit the continent, somewhere on the continent of Africa, because it is definitely a very enlightening experience. And right now I'm in Ghana, but any country that I go to, I'll show equal amounts of love as I spend time and learn more about the cultures. And I would love for you to be able to experience that as well. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.